Hello friends, once again your favorite Dr. Swapnil Prabhulkar have come with the same tagline, simplicity at its best. Friends, in one of my previous videos I have explained you about how the stability of nucleus is to be understood. Okay? And what is the significance of that neutron to proton ratio. Okay? Now today we are going to see in this video that how your nucleus actually attains stability if that neutron to proton ratio goes beyond the value of 1.6. Now why that 1.6? Go back to that video and you will get every information about the neutron to proton ratio. Okay, wait. Still, if you have not subscribed the channel, subscribe the channel so that you will get new and new videos directly as notifications. Okay, coming back to the this video's topic, that how your nucleus attains stability. So friends, what exactly happens, there are different types of emissions taken place when you think of the stability of the nucleus. Okay, so if you have neutron to proton ratio beyond 1.6, obviously that will be for higher elements. These elements start emitting out some radiations or some particles. Okay, so in today's video we are going to understand about one of those emissions, say beta emission. Okay, the reason behind this is, what we want to do, we want to decrease the ratio, that is decrease the value of neutron to proton ratio, so that we are going to see. Now what exactly these beta particles are, that we are going to see. Beta particles are nothing but the electrons. Now, when we think of electrons, what are the electrons? Electrons have negative charge. Electrons have negligible mass. Okay, and therefore, if such beta particles are to be removed out, what we want to do? We want to convert the excess of neutrons that are present in our nucleus into the beta particles so that they can be given out. Okay, let us see how exactly this happens. Okay, for this, I'm going to start the screen. So what do we have? We have neutron to proton ratio. Okay, and we are saying that if that neutron to proton ratio goes beyond 1.6, your nucleus becomes unstable. Now as this ratio is going beyond 1, what is meaning of that? Number of neutrons is going to increase. Yes, if the number of neutrons is increased, the ratio goes beyond 1. Okay, now let us see how this neutron to proton ratio will be reduced by emission of a beta particle. So what happens in that case? You have neutrons. Neutrons are what? These are the neutral particles. That means they don't have charge. So they have charge 0. But neutrons are having the mass, and that mass is 1 atomic mass unit. Okay. Now when this neutron is going to disintegrate into beta particle. So what they give? They give one proton, which is having one plus charge and 1 atomic mass unit mass. We get electron, that is nothing but the beta particle. Electron which is having charge -1, and electron has negligible mass, so I can write here as 0. There is one more emission, that is neutrino. This is a strange particle which is not having any charge and doesn't have any mass. Okay, so we are interested in the emission of this beta particle. Beta particle is what? It is nothing but the electron which is having one negative charge and negligible, that is 0 mass. Okay, before going ahead, I just want to mention one thing, that see, I have written the charges at the left bottom of all the symbols. Okay, so charges are to be written like this only. Now how to remember where to write the charge and where to write the mass, that I'm going to tell you now. Okay, it's very simple. Simply think that your neutron is having mass 1. Yes, it is written at the top of it. Yes, so we can say that your neutron is carrying a mass of 1 at its head. So every particle's head is bearing some mass. Neutron is bearing one mass, proton is bearing one, electron zero, and neutrino zero. Okay. Now let us understand this by some example. How your stability of the nucleus can be increased. Say if you have a stable carbon, see, think of carbon. What is the atomic number of carbon? It is 6 because it has 6 number of protons. So atomic number of carbon is 6. So charge is also 6. Yes. Atomic mass of your stable carbon is 12. Okay. It is nearly 12.011, but we can take it as 12. Okay. Now, if your carbon has higher number of neutrons, say it has more number of neutrons and it acquires the atomic mass 14. As we are saying that this is the carbon, so number of protons will be same, that is 6. If you change this number, the atomic number will change and the element will change. So we are not going to change this number. Okay. Think of you have carbon having atomic number 6 and atomic mass 14. So definitely this neutron to proton ratio is going to be higher. It is going to disturb the molecule, disturb the atom. It is going to disturb the nucleus. It is going to make the nucleus unstable. So how this nucleus is going to attain the stability? Let us see. What happens? Your carbon, now this is radioactive carbon because it is heavier, will emit out what? One beta particle. Now if it is emitting out one beta particle, means what? It is emitting out one electron, it is giving out one negative charge. Yes. And it is giving out zero mass, right? We say that during the process of beta emission, there is emission of chargeless and massless particle, that is neutrino. Now what will happen in this case? See, as the negative charge, one negative charge of this atom has given out. So one positive charge will come and it will get added up. Okay. So this is just simply like this. 6 minus 1. So it will become 7. So what will become with the number of protons? It becomes 7. Therefore the atomic number 7 comes. Atomic number 7 is of which element? It is of nitrogen. Yes. As there is no change in the mass due to emission of beta particle and neutrino, the mass on this newly formed nucleus of nitrogen will remain same, and that is 14. Now friends, you will find that your nitrogen, which is having atomic number 7, atomic mass 14, is a stable nucleus, and that has been obtained by emission of this beta particle. And this is how your nucleus which is unstable due to higher neutron to proton ratio, is going to become stable. Okay. So friends, hope you have understood why your nucleus, or how your nucleus becomes stable from the unstable state because of the higher neutron to proton ratio. So neutron has got disintegrated into protons, and that protons, that means what? The charge is increased. As the charge is increased, your element, your parent element gets converted into another daughter element, and that changes the atomic number as well. Okay. And beta particles are also given out. Yes. Neutrinos are given out, and your nucleus has become now stable. Okay. So this is how the higher nuclei also do, till they acquire a stable nucleus or stable atom. So friends, you have liked this video, so hit the like button, share the video to all so that all will understand why your atomic nuclei are stable, and subscribe the channel if you have forgot it to do.